Hey guys, how you doing? It's Amy here, bringing you this week's first LifeWords video. And this week we are looking at the Psalms. The Psalms are known as the hymn book of the Bible, and they're brilliant. There isn't really anything that we can go through. There probably isn't a psalm written about a huge range of experiences and emotions. I think the Psalms teach us so much about what it means to be real with God. Maybe the Psalms will inspire how we pray or how we think about God, or perhaps will encourage us to come to God no matter how we feel, whether we're angry, confused, sad, worried, or full of praise. And this week we've deliberately picked 4 very different Psalms for us to have a closer look at. Today's Psalm is Psalm 23. I encourage you to have a look at it for yourself. It's perhaps one of the most famous Psalms. The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. Hey, maybe you've sang it in a school assembly. Maybe you have read it or sung words at a church service. Perhaps maybe you've read it or heard it read at a funeral. It's one of these Psalms that reminds us so much about the God we serve and follow. The Lord's my shepherd. He is the one that looks after us. We are his sheep. He is the one that lays down his life to look after us. What does the shepherd lead us to? Well, this psalm says to still waters. He restores our soul. I don't know about you, but at the moment life is overwhelming. It's confusing, but the promise of Psalm 23 is that God leads us beside still waters. We can find rest in him. Also, Psalm 23 promises us that even though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we did not fear no evil, because God is with us. The good shepherd, his rod and his staff, they comfort us. Again, at these times, news of sickness and death is everywhere. It's confusing times. Maybe you're scared or unsure of what's going to happen. Again, Psalm 23 promises us that God is with us. He never leaves us. He walks with us even through the valley of the shadow of death, on into life eternally with him. Psalm 23 also promises us that God is preparing a banquet for us. He will anoint our head with oil. Our cup overflows. The promise of Psalm 23 is God is with us always, all the days of our lives. We will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Do you know the Good Shepherd today? Do you know what it means to rest and take shelter in him? Do you know that he doesn't leave you behind? He's always with you. Whatever you face, in the good and in the bad, he is there. He's preparing a banquet for you eternally in his home. But he also provides for your needs today. Guys, check this passage out for yourself. Read it slowly. Pray it as you go through the psalm. Lord, would you lead us into a quiet space? Lord, would you provide for us? Lord, when I feel anxious this day, would you remind me of your presence? Would you give me more of your peace? Would I know that your goodness and your mercy with me all the days of my life? Lord, show me more of your presence this day. Guys, read the psalm, pray it for yourself, and check back in tomorrow for the next one of our psalms in this new LifeWords series. Have a brilliant day. See you soon. Bye now.